Looks like the pink team,
This
huh?
faggot.
Faggot?
Merry Christmas, Mary.
Hey, hold on. My brothers are back there. A prime cut of meat, baby.
You want to take a ride in this fight, Kelly, you stupid faggot?
What kind of moon puncher going
You
on
should
here,
have
huh?
kids standing so close. Get out of here.
I got dumps that are bigger than you.
Come on, Macho Man. Come on, Macho Man. You want a piece of this, baby? Exit only, honey.
What about in The Simpsons, where like sometimes they have like technical difficulties? It's like kind of a recurring joke for Kent Brockman's show.
I don't know what that is because we're not allowed to reference it.
I thought we were allowed like one per episode.
No,
Oh, okay.
we're not,
And
we're
I-
on zero.
And I, for one, welcome our new alien overlords.
Insect overlords.
Dylan, you're allowed 0 per episode. You were warned, pal. I'm sorry.
Otherwise, it'll be anarchy.
What if he just doesn't join back?
Come back.
Oh, I didn't realise you kicked him out, actually.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah, I kicked him out.
Yeah, I was busy looking at the Audacity screen rather than the Skype screen.
Obviously, we upload some stuff on YouTube which could be considered racist towards Chinese people. And then did you see what... Well, you probably didn't. Do you see what Stephen Crowder...
I did, actually, yeah. And I was thinking about sending... Because I wasn't sure whether or not you were going to use that for your clip.
Dylan's back.
Because I know you like to use a little funny clip, and I wasn't sure if you were going to use Stephen Crowder. I just thought...
Yeah.
I thought it was a possibility you would, you know?
Let me put it in the Skype chat, the Stephen Crowder clip.
Yes.
Because I want Dylan to see it as well. So, Dylan, were you concerned that our racism... We were being a bit too racist last week to the Chinese people?
I think so. I think, and we like to have fun on this program, but at the end, it's not our intention to, upset people. And I think that's something that, needs to be put on the record. And we are very sorry. That's more kind of how the Japanese people would say it, I suppose. But oh God.
Yeah. So you think what we did was bad? Yeah, and then they have... We forgot to mention dog meat, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Stephen Crowder does not forget to mention that.
That's more of a Korean thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought as well, but obviously to him it's all...
It was like...
yeah, he's a hero like that.
What was his name? Park Ji-sun. He liked dog, didn't he?
Well, yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Didn't he eat a dog in the middle of a football match, famously? As like a kind of like as like a football celebration.
Yeah.
He like grabbed one of the other players' dogs and started eating him.
He gave me one of those hot
Crazy
dogs, actually made of actual dog.
And that's the thing. There's no nuance to Stephen Crowder's racism like us. Like, we understand the difference between Koreans and Chinese. But yeah, so you're glad we didn't do that? What have you just seen?
I just said it's just like a dog in a pan.
Yeah.
He's just putting some salt in it.
That's how he celebrated Chinese New Year. So there you go.
I watched a Jackie Chan film for Chinese New Year.
Oh, did you? That's cool.
Yeah.
Are you sure it was a Jackie Chan?
Yeah, I am.
Michael, is Dylan's face frozen for you on Skype?
Well, I'm not sure if he's just not moving.
No, it is frozen.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a crazy face.
Dylan,
I guess maybe this was set up with him admittedly like not having very good internet. So yeah, we kind of should have seen this coming.
Are you there? Can we hear you?
Yeah, I can't hear him.
Hopefully you can. Yeah, I've just been.
Yeah, we can. I'll send you a photo in the chat of what you look like right now, because it's very funny. It's just this expression, and that's it.
I'm just very unimpressed with everything.
Yeah, just stone faced.
Well, you look scared to me, or like,
I think
pretty intimidated.
I think he looks disappointed. As well. Yeah,
I was
just
disappointed. It was the video, the video we sent with the dogs being kicked. That
because you
didn't impress
abhor
me.
racism. Yeah, you loathe racism.
It goes against everything I stand for.
I think it's good if you go back and rejoin Dylan.
Yeah, so you can see the complexities of your face.
Oh no, I'm sure you can be happy with disappointed me, surely.
No, I can't deal with that for the whole episode.
What if I switch my camera off and switch it back on again? I'm sure the audience are loving hearing about this as well, by the way.
Yeah, because Luke's not capable of editing.
Is this better? Am I still... Oh, yes.
Dylan's beautiful face is back. We love to see it. We really do. Yeah. Other news this week, by the way. Rick and Morty, the creator Justin Rowland got cancelled. Even though I like he got charged with like domestic violence and like trying to talk to underage girls or something.
Yeah, I heard that, and it's still being called cancelled.
Oh my goodness, your voices have both become very distorted for me on my thing. I don't think. Yeah, like
you don't think that one thing that just happened to you is representative of any like a I don't think it is either. I don't think that both mine and Luke's audio independently screwed up.
I know, but you should honestly hear it. It's amazing. It's like, I don't know about you, but I don't know if Luke and my audios. But it's like,
where were the drugs going?
I'll tell you what, for my
it sounds like
Batman,
it sounds like you're underwater.
for my Batman parody later on, I tell you what, that's going to be great if my voice still sounds like.
Oh, are you doing a Batman parody?
For the thing we're doing, yeah. Anyway,
I
do you want
decided-
to leave and come back, Dylan, or do you want to keep it like that?
No, I'm enjoying this. I might leave and come back in a bit when the novelty wears off. Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna do a Batman, but it's okay. You never
What do you
know.
mean? You knew I did Batman last time. Don't tell me.
Did you do Batman last time?
I kind of had forgotten you did Batman last time. Actually,
Are you joking? Did you actually? Do
I couldn't remember. Like, if you were to ask me what you did last time, I would be like, I can't remember at all. Honestly, I don't remember. I was probably fucked up.
Batman Begins.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I do remember now because he went to like the Gay Mountain with
and you
gags on bulls or something.
You've gone with the same stuff. I need to do so.
You know, like there's not remembering.
Wait, Dylan, did you do Batman Begins or The Dark Knight?
Batman Begins. I genuinely
You did Batman
I genuinely forgot that you did that last week. Not last week.
Well,
but
he did do it last week.
Last time. And
Again,
by the way,
the
guys,
shocking thing is that you didn't even remember while you were actively doing it.
Yeah.
you just have to honestly. You need to be able to hear how you sound to me. It's absolutely hilarious.
Is this gonna work? I don't know if this is gonna work. I actually, Dylan, I hate to break to you, I can't hear myself.
You're gonna have to turn the volume.
Should we pretend that we could hear ourselves just so he feels better about himself?
Well, you'll be able to hear it back on the actual thing.
Oh yeah, okay, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that makes it worth it just to ruin the audio. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just be like, this is funny.
Right. Great.
So I would like to imagine that Dylan's just gonna now do whatever Luke did, but slightly delayed. Just from now on.
Yeah, like I mean, I had this great
I wish
idea.
I could remember Luke's like his Batman Begins better because I'd like to see the difference. It would be funny if it was exactly the same.
Yeah, I mean, you can just listen to it, can't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. What if Dylan came up with this idea? It's like, oh yeah, the Fag Man Begins. Like that's what I called him. And
Was yours called Fagman? Was it?
Yeah. What's yours called?
Well, you'll have to wait and see.
This is great.
Yeah, hold on. I think definitely, just for the record, we should definitely do Dylan first and then Luke, or Dylan second and Luke third.
Mine's not very long, but it's this. We'll enjoy it. It'll be good. I think.
What if
anyway.
all your ideas that you come up with is just like, oh yeah, this is a great idea. It's just literally mine that you've like half remembered
like
your
been
own.
in, like exactly.
Anyway, I don't know if you can see me. I can see Michael's frozen for me, but that'll just have to be. That'll just have to do.
I'm
Oh no,
fine
he's
being
not. It's
frozen,
just sat still.
Oh yeah, sometimes I'm not like constantly moving. I apologize. I'm not
you were just
totally
frozen.
ADHD.
So let's get to the gay movie parodies then. I mean, we've already revealed what mine and Dylan's are, which is fuck it. I can't
And
believe
we all know what mine are.
you literally copied what I did, Dylan.
I didn't
Unbelievable.
copy because I didn't remember you doing it. So therefore,
Yeah,
it's.
I mean, that's even worse that you didn't remember, like from like a month ago. Or
Yeah, exactly. A
and half
month. That's like 30 days.
ago. And again, Michael said when you're going through it all and like you're like, oh yeah, this is what happens.
Like you were coming up with these ideas.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, maybe I remember someone saying something similar. Trying to make this Batman stuff gay. No, not at all. Just you've got nothing in your brain, Dylan. It's hollow. It's just not a very good head in general. No hair, no brain. Could do better.
Just springs and like broken gears.
That hurts so much.
Right.
No hair and no brain. At least if I didn't have a brain, I might have hair.
But no. Michael, do you want to start with your Harry Cocter? I assume that's what it is.
Yes, that is Harry Cocter. Faggy Cocter.
Yeah, but I have to call it Harry Cocter on the YouTube thumbnails.
This is Faggy Cocker, the engorger of the penis. We start off with Faggy Cocker hanging out in the park, looking at kids because he's a pedo. He's like, look at those kids. And
how old is he right now?
He's 15.
Okay, I guess he's old enough to be a pedo.
Yeah, exactly. So then his brother, or half, oh wait, what is he? His cousin, sorry, yeah. Studley comes along. He's called Studley because he's so sexy and awesome. And he starts attacking him for being a pedo. He's like, oh, you pedo. Ugh. Pushing him around. All his cronies are laughing behind him. And this accusation of pedophilia causes the double D mentors to show up. And if you remember, the double D mentors are exist as part of the policing force against gay guys, and of course because they've got big boobs it helps to turn men straight, but in this case of course they're here to remind Faggy that adult women are more attractive than fucking little kids. So that's why they show up, but obviously then they start trying to suck Studley and Faggy's cocks, and Faggy casts the charm that of course gets rid of them, which as we all know is expecting fat boners.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah. I love how it makes you laugh so much. So.
I think, to be honest, describing cocks as fat is really funny to me. Just because it's such a non-sexy word. Like, wow, you got a fat cock. Fat boners. Anyway, so he gets expelled for that. So then he, expelled from Cockwarts. So he goes to appeal being expelled at the Ministry of Faggot, and basically,
is that what it's called?
Yeah, why not?
Instead of the Ministry of Magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because obviously they're there to police the faggotry. That's why they're called the Ministry of Faggot. It's a bit like Orwellian, like the Ministry of Peace and all that.
I see. Yeah.
Fortunately, Bummelhorse shows up to defend Faggy in the trial, but we do get some protestations from a character who is introduced called Bullhor Yes Cumbridge. She's a bull whore, yes, and Cumbridge because she loves cum.
Good.
Anyway,
good stuff.
They discover that Professor Cumbridge has decided to take over, as the ministry is concerned that despite Cockwarts being an alleged gay conversion camp, there seems to be a lot of gay stuff that goes on there. It's very confusing, because if you notice, this is of course a gay conversion therapy center, and yet in every single year so far there has been a lot of gay stuff going on. Let's see if this year will be the exception. Cumbridge tries to just teach them theoretical defense against the horny arts. And Faggy is like, hey, how are we supposed to defeat the gays if we can't even handle taking cocks up our asses? That's what it's like out there. So he's, saying because he's getting frustrated because the ministry's trying to deny the fact. And Faggy's like, no, we need to get down in the dirt, get down and dirty, and really understand what it means to be gay. And that's the only way we're going to be able to defeat the gays. Faggy convinces everybody that they can only defeat holes to pork by making sure their arseholes are prepared for everything the gays will throw at them. He therefore starts a secret group called Bum All Whores Arse D. And this is actually an extension of a group called the Engorgers of the Penis. Meanwhile, just sets up, Seriously Black has a house elf called Preacher, and he's complaining about how gays are abominations against God all the time. Anyway, they return back to school and discover that Girls Liking Tits is Not Strange has escaped. She's a famous ass eater, and she's escaped from Asterbang prison. However, they get
who's
betrayed.
That meant to be?
Bellatrix Lestrange.
Okay, you maybe want to explain that before,
Yeah. Sometimes I just assume it's obvious who these people are. How can you not hear Girls Liking Tits is Not Strange and not immediately think Bellatrix Lestrange? Anyway, they get betrayed by Ching Chong because she was subject to elaborate lesbian sexual torture by Cumbridge. Everybody is like, hey, isn't that lesbian? And that's gay, and obviously Cumbridge, if you remember, is supposed to be against that. But Cumbridge says it's not lesbian when it's with an Asian, because even a woman is still a more viable masculine partner for an Asian woman than even the manliest Asian man with their tiny, tiny rice penises.
Oh, wow, fucking okay.
And everybody agrees.
I thought we left the Asian racism firmly in last week. I'm seeing more and more that is not the case. Yeah.
Anyway, Cumbridge goes to confront Bummelhorse, and they bring their friend, a black man with the surname Shacklebolt. I don't know if However, and that's just important to bear in mind, because then, however, Bummelhorse is able to escape by using his phoenix, Fox, to cover himself in ash, so he gets covered in phoenix ash, and then he's like, "Oh no, ma'am, Miss Ballowhore, yes, I ain't seen no Bummelhore around here, no way, no how."
And this is
and they're like,
Kingsley Shacklebolt. Yeah.
and they're like, "Who are you?" You know, because they just see this guy, black all over his face, and they're confused. And he says, "My name's Cotton Picker McSlave Trade,"
Okay.
and they're like, "Well, that checks out. Move along."
So this is-
if he's
I just want to say, like, this has gone from being a gay parody of Harry Potter to just parodying Harry Potter in general.
I know.
Like, just the racism.
Yeah, sometimes anyway. So, okay, Faggy also starts getting gay porn broadcast into his dreams from Holsterpork, so he gets lessons from Professor Gape in how to resist these gay thoughts. However, during his lessons, Faggy uncovers that Gape used to get gangbanged by Faggy's dad and all his friends.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Meanwhile, everybody takes their OWL exams, which stands for Obstinate Willy Loathing Exams, because it's about not being gay. However, because of Cumbridge's strict not even being at all gay stance, everybody hates her. Because, they're at a gay conversion camp, but the idea that no one's going to be even at all gay, that's pretty upsetting. Therefore, Give Head and Engorge, aka Fred and George, run around the exam, jizzing on everybody, and everybody cheers.
Great.
Faggy gets a vision of Holsterpork banging Seriously Black, and Faggy reckons that he needs to get there so that he can help Seriously Black get a bigger cock with which to defeat Holsterpork. They get delayed by Cumbridge, but they work out since she's a middle-class white woman, she probably wants to fuck horses. So they tell her where some centaurs are, and she goes to try to fuck them. Well, the thing is, I remember there was a period of time when everyone was saying that women like to fuck dogs. I don't know if anyone was ever... Yeah, but I just thought, while obviously fucking dogs is one thing, I was like, well, it's probably like horses as well, because they're just dogs but with bigger dicks, so
I don't think that's that true, to be honest.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
I'm not a veterinarian.
Unfortunately, there weren't any. If only, what's it called? Fluffy had been in this version of the film, but yeah. So they took her to the centaur place. Anyway, so they go to confront Holsterpork, and they find themselves in a room filled with big vials of cum. It turns out the Holsterpork wants to use these vials of cum for some reason that's not really ever made clear at any point during the film. They defeat the arse-eaters by knocking things over and causing a cum tsunami. Then there's a showdown between the arse-eaters and the engorgers of the penis, where Girls Like Tits Is Not Strange uses the I'm hard, yeah, come harder spell. That's the killing spell. I'm hard, yeah, come harder.
Instead of Avada Kedavra. Whatever.
Yeah. To make Seriously Black jizz himself so much he falls back into a curtain of jizz and drowns. Because there's for some reason there's
jizz in this last
there's a big gate of jizz that's just splashing around. Anyway, then Bummelhorse and Holsterpork fight, and everyone has to accept that Holsterpork is back and ready to try and turn everybody gay. And that's that. And that's all until next time, when we will be looking at the half-black twinks.
I mean, okay, that's going to be interesting, because no one in those Harry Potter movies is black, really, are they?
I know, yeah.
So yeah, that's going to be it. Right, so there we go. And you're right, by the way, it's probably hard to parody because it is a very boring movie.
I know,
but a good book.
No, it's not. I refuse to believe it's a good book.
I don't see how it can be a good
long
book.
It is.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless they cut all the good parts out of the movie, which I highly doubt.
They did, yeah. I think the film adaptation was quite good too, but the book's always.
Well,
better.
you're just retarded then, aren't you, Dylan? If you think that, I'm not going to listen to you about the book if you're saying it's good. If you think the film was good,
you know what's not in the film? The whole thing about all of the time turners being destroyed.
Oh yes,
yeah, that happens in the book.
Yeah, but that took like 5 pages. Yeah,
it's like half a page. It's just that's why you can't go back in time.
You really want to defend these books, don't you, Dylan? You really
I'm defending the work, not the author.
No. Yeah, and I'm saying both are shit.
Anyway, Dylan, tell me about your Batman.
Oh yeah, actually, no. So I'm not doing Batman. I'm doing Harry Potter.
That's funny.
So Dylan, do your Batman Begins, which you ripped off from me. Go on.
Not the Batman, just regular Batman. But yeah, anyway. So my Batman's not called Fagman because I don't subscribe to that. So in Bottom City, we've got a young Deuce Payne. He falls down a well and is attacked by a swarm of gays and develops.
It's just exactly what I did.
I mean, I like how he's called Deuce Payne, like because he shits him, like it hurts when he shits.
That's a good point. Yeah, maybe I should have done that.
We should have worked together, shouldn't we? So
The
anyway,
thing is he already gay though?
no, he's not because he's got a fear of them. As you'll see in the next bit, because he attends a football match with his parents. And he becomes frightened by the fact the players are wearing rainbow laces and rainbow armbands. So
Yeah, I like that.
asked to leave. Then outside, a mugger called Benjamin Mendy murders and rapes Deuce's parents in front of him.
Okay, well that's just, okay. Fucking. That's just your anti-Man City, I mean, he is, to be fair, a rapist, but like, come on.
Well, he was cleared
There's
of
a
all
time and a
counts,
place.
wasn't he? He was cleared of all counts, so he's obviously
but
not a racist,
we all know how
despite what
justice-
all the evidence
Rape.
says.
Yeah, the
I'm
justice
looking
system
forward
works.
to him.
Yeah.
Looking forward to him raping some teams in the Premier League. Am I right?
Okay. That's just not very. It's just not a very classy thing to say, is it, Dylan?
No. So anyway,
unbecoming.
so then he's orphaned and he's raised by the family butler Alfred Penisworth.
Okay, is he gay as well?
No one's gay in this one. So yeah.
So they
No
all
one's
have-
gay. They just have gay names.
Okay.
So 14 years later, Mendy is paroled after testifying against mafia boss Come in My Full Hole. Deuce intends to murder Mendy to revenge his parents, but an assassin does it. Yada. He goes abroad, trains to fight gay people because he doesn't like them. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly what I said. Yeah.
He meets. That's really good. I'm glad. So he goes to a Bhutan prison. He meets Henry Cumhard, who recruits.
Oh,
him
you didn't say Bhutan, which I did. See.
Bhutan.
These are the little things. Oh, you could have said booty tan.
Here's what you could have had. Yeah. So he joins the League of Shadows, led by Ra's al Cock.
Okay. Instead of
Ra's al
Ghoul.
Cock.
How is Ghoul related to Cock?
What about Ra's al Gulp?
Yeah, Ra's al Spool.
Well, I just thought Ra's al Cock had a good ring to it,
Okay.
And it's
Is
easy.
he gay?
It's easy for no one's gay in this.
Okay.
No one's gay.
There's no reason for these people to have gay names if they're not gay. Then.
To be fair, I think I've done that a lot with my Harry Potter things. My names are just something that's generally sexy sounding, or not sexy. But...
Yeah, but there's a whole gay thing.
But having said that,
that's true.
he is purged of all his fears, and he learns the League knows about Bottom City and plans to destroy it. So he, long story short, he decides that he doesn't approve of that, and he destroys them instead. So anyway, he goes.
So okay, wait, hold on. So he hates gay people, but then he just randomly decides actually he likes gay people.
Well, as I said, he purges his fears. So he's got a fear of gays, so that's homophobia. And he decides that suddenly he's not homophobic.
I explained the difference in my parody. It's like the League of Shadows want to kill Gotham. Well, they want to burn Gotham City to the ground.
Bottom City, yeah.
Bottom City, fine. We'll go with your word. Yeah, Bottom City because it's so gay. But Bruce doesn't want to burn it to the ground. He just wants to lock up all the gays. Right. That's the massive distinction between the two.
So anyway,
makes sense, actually,
he goes back and he meets he gets Lucius Foxy. He's played by.
There's no need for him. I mean, and also Lucius Cox was right there as well, which I debated calling him that, but I was like, well, he's not gay, so I'm not gonna.
Then we already had Ra's al Cock, so I thought you couldn't have two.
Yeah, which doesn't make any sense, does it?
You could have. You could have too
What did
many
you call
cocks.
him? Ra's al. Yeah, all right, sorry, that was stupid. I don't know what I'm on about. That was
Ra's
terrible.
al Stool. Oh, yeah.
Well,
It's-
Ra's
Oh yeah,
al
because you could have gone for your shit thing. Yeah.
Spool.
could've gone.
I said before.
What about Lucius Plops? Because he shits himself all the time because of how little gay sex he's having.
Okay. That's how it works, yeah.
So he is a friend of Deuce's father, and he allows Deuce prototype defensive technologies. It's like, oh, what about this? So he decides that he will become a vigilante. So he
Wait, say that word again, Dylan.
a vigilante. So he poses publicly as a shallow homophobe. But he decides to create a symbol, the identity of gay man, inspired by.
Mine is a fag man. I'm just look now. We're gonna tone it down a bit. Gay man. That's much better.
Gay man. That sounded inane.
Fighter of the fag man. Yeah, like we could have like a gay man versus fag man fight. You know.
Yeah,
almost identical origin stories, and they decide they hate each other. So yeah, anyway, he intercepts a dildo shipment, and he provides his friend.
Where were the dildos going?
Yeah, and so he's got a friend of his called Richard. Not not to be confused with our Richard, obviously. Who's now a bottom assistant district attorney with evidence against Full Hole, and they decide to arrest him and everything like that. And he meets Dr. Jonathan Cream, who's a corrupt psychologist. He's smuggling dildos into Bottom. So Bottom is a very wholesome, straight city. So they're trying to gay it up a bit.
And yet it's called Bottom City.
Yes.
This is a world where like just naming works the opposite down.
I don't like the logic. It's got to be logical.
So he dons a scarecrow mask and Cream sprays Fuller with a fear-inducing aphrodisiac, which drives him insane and has him transferred to an asylum.
Do you remember what I said instead of the scarecrow mask, Dylan?
Well, I don't remember your parody, so I don't remember what you said.
It's scarecrow. It was it was a bear mask.
Oh, a bear crow. No.
Bear chode.
No, I like bear crow. I'm a bear crow.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
So anyway, he dons a bear crow mask and gets sprayed with a fear-inducing aphrodisiac. While he's investigating his crimes, Gay Man is sprayed with the aphrodisiac and pissed on by Cream, but manages to escape and is saved by Alfred, who gives him an antidote for the aphrodisiac developed by Foxy.
Yeah, which is why I said the antidote is a mix of Coors Light and Budweiser.
Oh, I like that. Yeah,
no,
I like
which
that.
again you forgot. Yeah.
Well, no, that was our antidote as well. Actually, I was going to get to that actually. Before
I'm sorry. I apologise.
It wasn't going to be Coors Light because that's not a good beer. It'd be proper beer, like Foster's. No, I'm joking. Proper beer like Carling.
San Miguel.
I don't really like Carling, but it's good, but it's not quite San Miguel.
Well,
that's a bit.
The thing
Stella. It was Stella. All right, it was Stella.
Oh, Stella's a good beer.
The thing is, I picked Coors Light because if you don't know, the owner of Coors Light's like very homophobic.
Really?
Yeah. So there you go.
Good though. Well, stuff happens, and anyway, the day is saved.
Great.
The day is saved, whatever, and Deuce, and then Deuce gains Richard's respect and love, and something that's
so they are gay.
It's like, well, it's 2023, end of the day, so it's something that could happen. You never know. It could be some kind of romance, but then it's almost like, oh, but you'd never be that Deuce Payne because he's such a homophobe, and gay man's kind of like, I don't advocate. So, like, he's just kind of like, he's trying to bring his fear of gays in, but he's not quite made his mind up yet. As I said, it's 2023. He doesn't have to. Anyway, Gay Man becomes a public hero, and Deuce reveals he has purchased a controlling stake in Payne Enterprises, which is like his own thing. He fires this guy, and
the lack of effort is astounding.
And he replaces him with Foxy. Then you got Sergeant Gordon, who I'm sure we've mentioned already. He gets promoted to lieutenant and shows Gay Man the gay signal, and tells him about a criminal who leaves behind poker playing cards.
Okay,
because it's like poking people.
He's
in
called
the arse.
the poker, and he pokes people in the ass. He's like, "Do you want to see a magic trick?" And he like sticks a pencil up someone's ass and kills them.
Well, I feel like
literally, you copied what I did last time, and now you're literally doing what I am doing this week.
I'm copying your next week without even knowing about it. It's good.
That isn't even in Batman Begins. That's in The Dark Knight. That's what I'm going to parody, and you're now on my territory in this parody as well. I can't believe you. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
It's just. And by
you
the way,
best start believing, kid, because you're in one.
The fag signal, as I said, instead of the gay signal, is a silhouette of a man stretching his butt cheeks open. Which,
Oh well, it's just the gay signal for me is just like the rainbow flag, but it's just like projected on
much
the.
less creative.
It's the new Pink Floyd album, which everyone dislikes because there wasn't like there was rainbows on the original album. Why are they trying to woke up their
I know.
Anyway, it's a story for another time, but yeah,
good stuff. Right, so anyway, Dylan, thank you for a worse version of.
Well, I think that's up to that. That's a matter of opinion. That end of the day, I think.
Honestly, though,
I think
had a good time.
We should let Michael decide.
Well, I can't really remember Luke's that well,
There
but
you
I
go.
feel like Luke's was probably a little bit better. Dare I say?
I just think mine made sense. Like yours was just.
I think
didn't make sense.
tell me what part of it didn't make sense, and I'll happily pave over those plot holes for you.
Why is everyone called gay names when none of them are gay?
Because it's a gay parody.
That doesn't. But it has to. The actual content has to. Fucking Lucius Fox.
Foxy.
Why is he gay?
Foxy. He's not gay. He's just called Foxy.
That doesn't make sense.
But he's a bit. The thing
Well,
is,
to be fair, straight men can be foxy.
He's
mind.
he's what we call a metrosexual man.
You don't even have a scene of Lucius Foxy telling Bruce about the Tumbler or the Bumbler. His.
Yeah, it was called the Bumbler. Actually, I did have Bumbler written down.
Let's get onto the gay night now.
The gay night. I love it.
The gay night. Right. So. Okay, so a gang of David Bowie masked criminals rob a gay mafia-owned sperm bank in Gotham City.
Is David Bowie gay?
David Bowie is bisexual.
Well, he used to wear lipstick, didn't he?
He was in Labyrinth.
Yes. So each betraying the others until the sole survivor. I have called him the jacker, because he jacks off people. Yeah, instead of the poker, because poke her sounds like he's poking a woman.
Oh, but he's not. You just established that he isn't.
Okay, good.
That's it.
So, all right. He reveals himself as the mastermind and escapes with all the sperm. So, the vigilante Fagman, which is better than gay man, is continuing. It's continuing to disrupt Gotham's, or should I call it Bottom, Dylan? Would you like me to do that?
Bottom City. There we go.
Bottom City's gay criminal.
The straightest city in America.
Underworld. Meanwhile, new district attorney Harvey, not Dent, but Harvey Bent, which is of course right there, is also keen to tackle this gay plague and cleanse Gotham once and for all. Fagman's alter ego, the billionaire homophobe Bruce Wayne, has dinner with Harvey Bent. While dining, Bruce questions Harvey, saying, who appointed the Fagman as the protector of Gotham, And
Bottom.
Harvey says, we did. Yeah, sorry, Bottom, yeah. All of us, Harvey says, we did. All of us have stood by and let all those queer scum take control of our city.
That's a powerful thing to say, actually.
I know, right?
It's a very powerful statement, that.
When Harvey brings up an example of the Fagman being similar to how the Romans appointed one man to protect the city, Harvey's girlfriend Rachel points out the last man they appointed was Caesar, who never gave up his power and used it to fuck little boys.
Why was he called Richard, by the way, Dylan?
Yeah.
Oh, it just sounded close to Rachel, and then also you could abbreviate it.
Oh wait, sorry. I thought your friend was. I thought you were talking about Harvey.
You could also abbreviate.
He doesn't appear in that one.
I couldn't even remember whether or not. Yeah, okay.
You could also abbreviate it to Dick
really
as well, which I thought that was good bit of subtext too. But yeah.
Okay, anyway, Rachel owns Harvey by saying, "Hey, Caesar never gave up his power," and Harvey says, "Fine, because he used it to fuck little boys." Harvey's like, "Fine, you either die a straight man or you live long enough to see yourself become gay." That's a good way
of putting it. Yeah,
that's the rules. With such a brash display of homophobia, Bruce decides that Harvey Bent is the right man to lead Gotham into the future, or Bottom, into the future. He can be the city's straight knight, and wants to throw him wants to throw him a fundraiser. Bruce also believes Harvey Bent's success will allow Fagman to retire, so he can romantically pursue Harvey's girlfriend Rachel, who again, doesn't like that Bruce dresses up in a gay ninja rainbow outfit every night. She's against that. So also, Rachel looks very different to the last film.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, less attractive, I'd say, but classier all the same. You know what I mean? That kind of combo. Anyway, so Gotham's gay mafia bosses are having a meeting to discuss protecting their organizations from the Jacker, the police, and Fagman. Chinese money launderer and twink Lau tells the gay mafia bosses he's moved all of their sperm before honest straight cop Jim Gordon and the Gotham police could seize it. Then the jacker interrupts the meeting, and he's wearing a pink, yellow, and cyan suit, which are the pansexual colours, of course. You know, the pansexual pride
Pink,
flag.
yellow. Oh, really? Pink, yellow, and cyan.
Apparently, that is the
Yellow
case.
and cyan. What do you mean cyan? That's like
I can imagine that. So it's kind of like the
Well, we went
wait,
through
no,
this
it's not
before.
at all.
It's
Oh
the
yeah,
flag
it's a bit like the Romanian flag.
the flag of Gabon. You know.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
like a light blue sign, isn't it?
So the jacker performs a magic trick. He says, I'm going to make this pencil disappear. And when gay mafia boss Gamble or Manbull tells his goon to go over and apprehend the jacker, he picks up his goon and, of course, slams his butthole into the pencil, making it disappear. Which
That's so funny.
I know, thank you.
I can't believe he stole that idea from Dylan.
No, he stole it from me. He absolutely did. The jacker taunts them, saying, I know why you choose to have your little gangbangs in broad daylight. It's the fag man. And then, of course, the jacker offers to kill the fag man for half of their sperm fortune. And so, at first, the gay mafia bosses dismiss the jacker's request, especially Manbull. But later on, the jacker, pretending to be dead, infiltrates Manbull's compound and puts a knife to his throat. The jacker then says to Manbull, do you want to know how I got these AIDS? My father was a drinker and a faggot. And one night, he goes off crazier than usual. Mommy was very mad. He was out fucking another man. Now, he doesn't like that. Not one bit. I was watching. He then turns to me and says, why so straight? He comes at me with his penis. Why so straight? He sticks his penis in my mouth and says, let's put some cum on that face.
That's good. I like that.
Great stuff. And then
Dylan likes it too.
I'm really enjoying this, by the way. Yeah.
That's great, Dylan. I'm glad. And then the jacker kills Manbull. Afterwards, the gay mafia accept the jacker's offer, and the jacker kills high-profile targets involved in their trial. So the police commissioner and the judge. Gordon saves the mayor, but the jacker threatens his attacks will continue until the fag man unmasks himself. At Bruce Wayne's fundraiser, the jacker targets Harvey Bent, looking to also kill him. Bruce saves Harvey, but when Rachel confronts the jacker, he threatens her by saying, you look nervous. Is it the AIDS? You want to know how I got them? Well, so I had a husband who one day gets a HIV diagnosis, and it's positive, but we have no money for treatment, and he can't take it. I just want to see him smile again. I just want him to know that I don't care about the HIV. So I go down to the gay brothel and stick my penis, stick a penis in my mouth and my ass. And sure enough, I don't just get HIV, but full-blown AIDS. But you know what?
Beautiful.
He can't stand the sight of me. He leaves. Now I see the funny side. The AIDS didn't help. Get it? Because AIDS,
Yeah.
play on words. Yeah, so then the fag man shows up and saves Rachel, but the jacker escapes. So Wayne struggles to understand the jacker's motives. Is he gay or straight? You can't figure it out. But
Sounds like a Dylan character, or indeed, this sounds like a Faggy Cocker character.
It sounds like
really
a
sounds
faggy cocker character.
Is this guy
yeah.
gay or straight?
you know,
Dolores Umbridge, the notorious homophobe, just bangs a woman.
yeah, is he gay or straight? But his butler Alfred says some men aren't looking for anything logical like pussy or cock. Some men just want to watch the world burn. Harvey Bent, after the attempted assassination of the mayor, then interrogates one of the jacker's minions. Bent threatens him and leaves his life to chance as he flips his lucky dildo that his father gave him. So, he has his coin. Instead, it's the dildo now in this.
That doesn't really make any sense though, because because how would he know which side it's landed on? Because aren't most what's because a dildo is cylindrical. It's just not a very. It's just not very viable thing to flip.
If the dildo lands heads up, the head of the dildo.
I can subscribe to
well,
this.
then
belief.
surely most of the time though it would land on its side,
Right, we're not thinking about it. Whatever
do.
side hits the ground first.
I do.
That's a
I
good way
do
of putting it,
subscribe to Luke's way of thinking about it. I can see that. I can visualize that. I feel like in my sequel something similar might happen.
Yeah, well, you know what? Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Okay, you know you get those dildos that like can
Well,
kind
I'm
of be
gonna-
mounted on walls with like a suction thing.
So if the dildo lands heads up, the Jacka's henchman gets to keep his head. So the fagman though stops the interrogation, saying the henchman is a former patient at the mental hospital Ars Cum As Gaibum, which of course Michael
Is Arkham Asylum?
yes, which Michael created or helped with last time, and which
Is that? I forgot I got that.
and Dylan
That's so
didn't include,
dumb.
by the way.
Yeah.
And Bent won't learn anything from him. Here's the thing about the dildo. It's revealed. So what do you remember what the thing about the coin is in the movie, Michael? Or
Yeah.
What do you mean
So-
by the thing is?
So Harvey Dent in the movie, he has this coin. It's like, right, if it lands heads up, I'm gonna you're
Yeah.
saved. But if it lands tails, I'm gonna kill you. The thing is, the coin has heads on both sides, right? So that's the special thing about the coin, and it's revealed later that Bent's lucky dildo is a double-ended dildo. So the thing is, it always lands heads up for now anyway. Or
Nice.
he gets the same result every time. And so yeah, they capture the fagman. They captured the Joker or the Jacker. So I'm all over the place.
He's the
to be honest.
poker.
No, he's the Jacker because he jacks people off. He jacks everyone off. That's what he does. So at the police station, Fagman interrogates the Jacker, who says he finds the Jacker entertaining. He says to the Fagman, referring to the cops and citizens of Gotham, you're not like them, even if you like to be. To them, you're just a freak like me. They need you, but when they don't, they'll cast you out. See their morals, their sexuality. It's a bad joke, dropped at the first sign of trouble. They're only as straight as the world allows them. I'll show you. When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll fuck each other.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
Yeah. Having deduced Fagman's feelings for Rachel, the Jacker reveals she and Bent are being separately held in buildings that are rigged to explode with cum, I guess, to make it gay. I don't know. Harvey's trousers fall down while he tries to escape, and Rachel is killed in the explosion, while Harvey's testicles are severely burned on one ball, with the other untouched. The Jacker escapes custody but by planting 2 bombs inside a prisoner's arse cheeks. Gordon visits Harvey in hospital, and Bent's cock and balls are just out, in his hospital bed. But, they're turned sideways away from Gordon. Harvey asks Gordon, "Remember that name you all had for me when I was in internal affairs? What was it, Gordon?" Gordon sighs and says, "Two balls. Harvey 2 balls."
That's so funny.
Bent then says, "Why should I hide who I am?" and reveals, one of his balls is like scarred. How it is in the movie, if you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes
like
sense.
grain.
His scarred ball.
Yeah. The Jacker then meets with a disillusioned Harvey Bent, persuading him to take justice into his own hands. Bent then defers his decision-making to his half-scarred, 2-headed dildo that he always carries around with him. As panic grips the city, the Jacker reveals 2 evacuation ferries, one carrying civilians and the other carrying gays.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're saying that gays aren't civilians now?
That's the case in this movie, because obviously, gays are synonymous with criminals, basically.
We'll still save the gays, but we just won't put as much effort into saving them as we will saving the rest of the civilians.
Exactly, yeah. The Jacker has rigged both ferries to explode at midnight unless one group sacrifices the other. To the Jacker's disbelief, the passengers refuse to kill one another. Fagman subdues the Joker, and he says the city just showed you it's full of people ready to believe in heterosexuality. Which I don't know if that makes sense, but whatever. Police
What's the actual line? Is it like humanity or something like that?
believe in good. So,
Oh, is that it? Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
The police before the police arrest the Jacker, he says, although Fagman, proved he can't be turned fully evil and gay, his plan to corrupt Bent has succeeded. The Jacker says, "I took Gotham straight night and I brought him down to our level." So Bent then takes Gordon's family hostage. He flips his dildo to decide the fates, but Fagman tackles him to save Gordon's son, and Bent falls to his death. Believing Bent is the hero the city needs, Fagman takes the blame for his death and persuades Gordon to conceal the truth. The city mourns Bent as a hero, and the police launch a manhunt for Fagman. At the end of the movie, Gordon's son says to his dad, Fagman, why is he running, Daddy?" Gordon says, "Because we have to chase him, son. Gordon's son then says, "Well, he didn't do anything wrong." Gordon says, "Because he's the hero Gotham deserves, but not the one it needs right now. He's not our hero. He's a silent guardian, a watchful protector,
A dark knight.
a gay knight,
yeah.
a gay knight."
The gay knight.
'Cause, yeah, he's a gay knight. He can't be the straight knight. He can't be that, but he can be the gay knight. So yeah, there you go. I look forward to Dillian copying that next time.
Yeah, that was good. No, yeah, I like that.
It was good. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Thank you,
top
Dylan.
tier.
Yeah, you were taking down notes, weren't you?
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
Dickhead.
I was just thinking how I was, yeah. It's good, though. It's good. I think we can build on it, but yeah, it's good. Good stuff.
Okay, this is it. I try to obviously include the themes. Like the Joker is like this pansexual. He's like neither gay or straight. He's just a little.
Now, what's the difference between a pansexual and a bisexual? Because apparently they're the same thing. Because I always thought a pansexual was someone who like shags furniture or something like that. But apparently that's quite offensive to people.
You've said that joke every single fucking
I
time.
know.
It's not a joke. It's mildly.
Genuinely, just die in a hole.
Michael rarely gets mad, but when he does, it's great.
It's like literally every single time, every single episode, you're like, what is a pansexual? I've always thought of someone who shags furniture.
I feel
every single time.
I feel like I have a rare talent for irritating Michael. Like there was a time I used to tell him about how
Yes, you all know about that.
It's Burns night, Dylan. So
exactly, it's Burns night. I'll take the high road, you take the low road.
Yes, we shan't be engaging with that.
Just the one thing that, it's hard to get under Michael's skin, but that'll do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Dylan, I really wish you wouldn't keep saying song lyrics as if you're having a general conversation with people. I like how even in Michael's anger, he's still very rational about it. That's a rare skill to have.
Like that.
Yeah. So the Joker he's like, sexual chaos. That's what he represents.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like everyone basically is like him. They'll just fuck everything. But yeah, no, the Fagman's like, no, they won't. The straight people, still exist. There's people that are
beautiful.
Yeah, they're inherently straight, and the Fagman wants to preserve that. So let's go on to the topics now, guys. What have we got? Dylan, why don't you go first?
Why don't I go first? Well, what we're going to do is I'm just going to check the topic list, just check I've not got anything better than this, hang on. You can start the timer, by the way.
Oh, don't worry, I have.
Perfect. No, that's it. We're going to play a game of Stinky Pinky. So, what is Stinky Pinky, you ask? Well, is this a game? First to 5 wins. So, what I've got is I've got some things, and you've got to tell me what they are. So, for instance, and the answer rhymes with the word. So, like for instance, if I said a smelly finger, the answer would be a stinky pinky. If I said it's an unstable horse, the answer would be a wonky donkey. Things like that. Does that make sense?
I mean, it's weird, but okay.
It's a bit of fun.
So, are you saying basically the answers have to rhyme? Is that the
answer's
logic?
2 words that rhyme with each other. Yeah. So, for instance, the first one you got to buzz in. Obviously, this is a game with rules. A counterfeit cobra.
Well, Dylan, I don't have a buzzer.
A counterfeit, a fake snake.
A fake snake. You didn't buzz in though. So
sorry. That buzz.
Michael
fake
buzz
snake.
First. A fake snake.
Fake
1-0 to Michael.
So this is. I'm pretty sure there is a Jeopardy category like this, except it's 3 words that rhyme.
I want to say I'm pretty sure I buzzed in first, and we'll hear that on the audio. So Dylan's already biased against me, which is not good.
So a chubby rodent.
Fat rat.
But Michael actually buzzed in. You see, so Michael, what do you think the answer is?
Then I buzzed in after and said fat rat. So
yeah,
I did the combination.
Yeah,
Michael, what do you think the
answer
is? A fat rat. That's 2-0. Right. Okay.
I don't think this has been judged fairly.
You know what we should do? What we should do is we should use the raise your hand function.
Say buzz. Right.
Okay.
An evil clergyman or an evil vicar or like kind of nefarious vicar. So he's kind of like he's a vicar and he's quite nefarious.
Buzz.
Yep.
Vile paedophile.
Vile paedophile. I like that. Unfortunately, if it's up there, I'll give you the money myself. That's not the correct answer, I'm afraid.
No, that is the correct answer. Wow.
It's a good answer, but it's good, but it's not quite.
I'm like.
It's not quite
an evil vicar, I'm thinking like a reverend, but there's nothing evil that rhymes with reverend. I'm also thinking priest. There's nothing evil that rhymes with priest. Well, I've got it.
Yeah.
Buzz.
Yeah.
Sinister Minister.
Sinister Minister. Well done.
No, I'm giving myself a point. Sorry.
I like that, but accurately, you don't have it. So the next one is a prison for Moby Dick.
Buzz.
Yep.
He's got
A whale jail.
A whale jail. What about?
as soon as I got it.
So is it 4-0 to Michael? I don't know. It's
Well, it's
okay.
I think it's
1.
5-0.
It's actually 4-1.
It's only a bit of fun end of the day. A bashful insect.
Buzz. A shy fly.
A shy fly. He's so good at this.
I thought insects you were thinking like a creepy crawly or something. Yeah, technically they are insects, right? Yeah.
Here's a good one.
See, my objective of this is to win so thoroughly that Luke doesn't feel cheated about the fact that maybe some of the decisions.
Well,
went his way.
I'm not playing hard right now because I already know it's against me. There's no point.
It's just like Tottenham against Man City. I'm just not going to try anymore.
Yeah, I'm just not trying. Oh, what's happening on Twitter?
I'm gonna have a white chocolate button.
A fast elevator.
A swift lift.
I'm gonna let Luke. I'm gonna give Luke a chance.
Well, Michael.
Well,
I trust that Luke knew the answer.
Yeah.
Lift. Well done. An impolite man.
Bzz.
Yep.
A rude dude.
A rude dude. This is good.
That's good. That's quick. Yeah.
An inactive flower. Or a flower that can't really be bothered. It's.
Oh, bzz.
Yeah.
Lazy daisy.
Lazy daisy.
Oh, I was thinking of another word for flower, not an actual flower.
Yeah. I was thinking for some reason I was thinking a metal petal. And I was like, what the hell's that?
A rabbit. This is a good one. A rabbit that makes you laugh.
A funny bunny. Oh, for fuck's sake! I didn't buzz. See, I'm so keen to get a point. I'm not buzzing.
I haven't
Buzz.
done it yet.
Funny bunny.
Here's my favourite one. Sacred avocado.
What?
Sacred avocado.
Bzz. This isn't really accurate because it's holy guacamole.
Holy guacamole.
But obviously, that taste is not a perfect rhyme because you've got guaca.
Holy guacamole.
Does guacamole come from avocados? I didn't know that.
It should be. You know what it should be? It should have been. This is what it should have been. It should have been strike a sacred avocado, and it would have been whacker holy guacamole.
Oh, here's a good one. A 5-cent gherkin.
Bzz.
What's a gherkin?
Nickel pickle.
A nickel pickle.
Oh, a pickle is a. Okay.
Yeah, pickled gherkin.
What
See,
about?
I'm sorry. I hate gherkins.
What about a smarter author?
Oh yeah, writer.
A brighter writer. Excellent.
Makes sense.
Well
See,
done.
that one I feel was a lot easier than the other ones.
I think some of them are quite tricky.
It's all variable, yeah.
Permission to take something away.
I've got one, but bzz, I don't think
Yeah.
this is right. It's going to be this is going to be wrong. A deal to steal.
A deal to steal. I like that. Unfortunately, it's not correct. Luke?
Thatcher the Snatcher.
Thatcher the Snatcher. Nope. I can give you a bit
That's what
longer,
she did.
or do you want me to tell you the answer? Permission to take something
No,
away.
no, keep going, Dylan.
Permission to take something away is. Ooh, did anyone at home get this one? Well done. Well done if you got this one at home. It's removal approval.
I like that one actually.
Jesus.
A large toupee.
Bzz.
I think Luke.
Okay.
Okay. A fat hat.
No, it's
Not
a big
fat
wig.
hat. It's a big wig. Michael is right.
Oh yeah, toupee's not a hat, is it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought well, technically it is a hat, really, if you think about it. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Put that
A happier small dog.
A happier
Bzz.
small dog.
Michael.
Oh no, this isn't right. I was going to say an uppy puppy.
An uppy
'Cause
puppy.
it's like uppy.
I like uppy
It's
puppy.
What
like
about a rich bitch?
A rich
Is that,
bitch.
Yeah,
Not a
because they're
rich-
happy the rich.
Not a rich bitch, but I do like it. Well done if you said this one at home. It was a Merrier Terrier.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's-
A grumpy mountaintop.
Bzz.
Luke.
oh,
And it's our last one.
That was actually me, by the way.
Oh.
yeah, that was Michael.
Oh, don't say I'm not being.
Yeah.
Don't say I'm unfair. Michael.
So I was thinking it was summit. And I was going to be like, it's a
Or
grummet summit.
or maybe like a pessimistic mountaintop. Possibly is better.
You know, what about a peak? Because
Well, I was thinking peak. Yeah, I was thinking peak might be, but then like, what's a pessimistic word for peak?
peak. That means bad, right?
I
Like
did,
slang.
Well, yeah, well, people, in slang, like, that's peak, man.
I'm gonna have to push you because I'm running out of time and this is gonna affect me badly.
A geek peak.
The answer is a cynical pinnacle.
Right. So there we go. That's Dylan's 10 minutes. Let's rate the topic. Who goes first again? I forgot. It's Michael who goes first. Michael.
I think it was very fun. You know what? For originality, even though I have seen us on Jeopardy, I'm gonna give it a 10.
Okay.
Also because I think I did quite well, so I feel like it would be mean for me not to.
And the bias knocks it down for me. I'm looking, Dylan. The pattern is 8-7-8-7-8-7 for what I've given you so far this season. I'm going to continue that. I'm going to give you a strong 8.
Strong 8.
It's a strong 8. Dylan?
My plan to I was thinking, what is a good rating for me? I was going to give myself a great 8.
Okay. I thought you were going to give yourself a 9 there.
I couldn't think of anything that rhymed with
a
9.
fine 9.
A fine
Why would you
9.
give yourself a fine 9
damn
when you give
it.
yourself a great
Or a 10 again. But no.
My topic is not decent, I have to say. So, Michael, do you want to go next?
Okay.
Save the worst to last, right?
Yeah. I think Dylan's going to win unless Michael can pull it out of the bag.
Yeah. So my one, in the past I've done some pretty some maverick topics, some topics that have kind of push the boundaries, and I think everybody's really appreciated that.
Look, have you started the timer?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? Okay, whatever. I was going to go for a really unoriginal topic, but screw it. I'm not going for an unoriginal topic. I'm just going to go for a really short topic. And I just found it funny. Oh God, it's not funny at all.
I think
so
I find it funny. I find most things funny.
Okay. So I was in Nottingham, right? As you all know, I was in Nottingham. We were on the tram in Nottingham, and there was a Muslim lady, which is fine, on the tram, as is her right.
Yeah.
And she was coming off of the tram, and the door closed between her and her son just as the tram was about to take off. So I, a hero, and this is the main reason I'm telling the story, so I can talk about what a hero I am, jumped into action, got up and grabbed the door and went and lifted it, or pulled it apart, and she was like, "Thank you so much, you saved my family." And I was like, just pay it forward. My sister's boyfriend, who's called Ollie, as you know, and the reason that's funny, not that this is the singular funny thing, but my sister is, of course, called Ellie, so it's Ellie and Ollie. My sister wasn't really paying attention, and she said, "Oh, what happened there?" And Ollie said, and this little, let me tell you again, this little scamp. Do you know what he said? He said, "Oh," he said, Michael tried to steal that lady's kid, and the door shut just in time to stop him." And I thought that was funny because it's like,
no, I can see why that would be funny. Yeah.
Yeah, because like obviously I was like feeling like a real hero, and he cut me down with that comment. Anyway, so that's the topic.
Oh,
do you want to maybe to make it interesting? You can describe moments from your life where you've done heroic things.
I remember,
and then somebody has cynically put down your heroism.
I remember once I was on a train going to watch a football game in Paris. And there was this person who was like saying all this horrible stuff to people who I decided, with a group of fans of my team, not let on the train, which the media like completely warped. I don't know if you remember that, Luke.
Yeah, no, I remember, yeah. And then one of the heroic people was then photographed with Nigel Farage, like a bit later on.
Nigel's
Proper
like,
chills.
"You've done your country proud, young man."
Yep. Great.
So Luke, have you ever done anything heroic and then had people cynically misrepresent, like that happened to these Chelsea heroes of sorts?
I mean, I campaigned for Jeremy Corbyn.
And then you got called
people. What?
I mean, I was going to say, I meant to say you got called an anti-Semite, but I said
not a
Jew
Jew
instead.
Did you say on
I get.
Prime Minister's questions though, Rishi Sunak was like, to Keir Starmer, he's like, "Oh, you're so anti-Semitic, 'cause you supported Jeremy Corbyn for," like, he could just say that.
Yeah, as if it's a bad
He can
thing.
just say that though. Like, he can just say that, even though he can just
I know.
say what he
Well,
likes, and there's no
so Keir Starmer
no
also
punishment.
has been a victim.
You know,
Keir Starmer bravely stood by Jeremy Corbyn through thick and thin. He's been the greatest ally of Corbyn, and he's being misframed as a anti-Semite.
but he can
And
just
that really is-
he can just say that.
It's the Labour. No, but the thing is, people like Starmer's
their fault. Yeah,
because they were like for years. It's like, oh yeah, Corbyn's an anti-Semite. You got to get him out of the out of Labour leader. And then it's like, oh yeah, like he can just. It's very easy to say, well, you stood with him then. Anything else to say, or shall we?
No, let's end it. Because I think one of the things you got to bear in mind is I think the strongest thing for a topic is time efficiency. Yucks per minute.
That does score points. Actually, yeah.
Michael, let's rate your topic. What are you going to give it out of 10?
I'm going to give it a hard to hate 8.
Hard to hate 8. Okay, I think again, like this wasn't that amazing. This was like a 6. Could be better.
Impossible to fix 6.
Dylan?
7.
7.
This is good. I'm liking this. We're improving from last time, maybe.
Literally not. Literally worse than last time.
Really?
Yes.
Or maybe I rated it lower this time.
Yes, you got a score of 22 last week. Now it's 21 this week. So next, so it's for my topic now. Again, it's not a good one. It's very low effort. But I'm going to talk about a Swedish scientist and civil servant. And that's who I'm going to talk about. And I'm going to read his Wikipedia page. So is everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you okay with that, Dylan?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to read about this Swedish scientist and civil servant, a man by the name of Jacob Faggot. So...
It's so dumb.
So,
I don't find
Jacob
that funny.
Jacob Faggot was born on the 13th of March 1699 and died on the 28th of February 1777. Faggot was educated at Uppsala University and later worked as a tutor of Swedish political leader Nils Reiterholm, or however you say it. From
More like writer homo.
Yeah, from 1727 onwards, Faggot worked in the Lantmäterikontoret, which is Swedish for surveying office, as a surveyor and geometry teacher. Faggot became its director in 1747. On his initiative, Sweden printed the first castradal maps, which is interesting.
Oh, castradal! He wanted to castrate people.
He did. Faggot's interest in reforming Swedish agriculture led to him implementing the Storskivet, which stands for Great Repartition. I think, yeah, repartition. A land reform to improve agricultural output, similar to the British model, which began in 1749. Faggot was involved in the mapping of Finland and led Storskarsket in both Finland and Scania. From 1733 to 1739, Faggot served on the Tabellkommissionen, which is the Commission for the Adjusted Weights and Measures. Faggot later served as a member of the Commission to oversee and improve forestry schemes. Faggot became a founding member of the Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences in 1739, serving as its secretary from 1741 to 1744, and again from 1757 to 1760. Faggot criticised the organisation for using Latin instead of Swedish, which led to his founding the breakaway group Tungomålsgillet, which is the language guild. Due to opposition from the Academy of Sciences, Faggot was unable to get a royal charter for the organisation. Faggot assisted in creating the first census in Sweden in 1749. In later life, Faggot published on agricultural topics. His work researching genealogies, which was called Hemmaskivning, division of... Yes, good one, Dylan. Division of
I know of Jacob Faggot, you see.
Ah, good. Yeah, you're not looking at his Wikipedia page now. Led to increased popularity in interest in population studies and local history. In 1730, Faggot married Elizabeth Ehrenstrom, and the couple had 5 children, which is weird, isn't it?
Five little faggots running around.
Yeah, 5 little faggots running around the place. Yes. The Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences posthumously awarded a medal to Faggot in 1778. So there you go. There is the life and times of Jacob Faggot.
That's good.
Yeah. So there you go. Have we all learned something today?
Mm-hmm. We've learned something that anybody, even a faggot, can be successful.
Indeed. Yeah. Did you feel like you've gained some knowledge, Dylan? Some vital knowledge?
I definitely. Yeah, I wonder what happened to the faggot name though. You wonder if it like kept getting passed down.
Well, something got passed.
He did his best with the. Sorry.
Something got passed down. Some virus. No. Anyway, let's review my topic. I think we're all done. Jacob Faggot led an interesting life, but not that interesting, clearly. So, Michael, can you rate my topic, please?
Yeah, it was like a funny idea.
Thank you. Appreciate that a lot.
So I guess for the creativity, I'll give it an 8. But obviously, in terms of like the actual experience of it, maybe. But it was a funny idea, so the idea gets.
That's great. So I shall give it a strong 8 out of 10 as well. Dylan,
I was going to give you a 6.9 out of 10, which rounds up to a 7. 6.9 because it's 69. So that's quite funny because his name's Faggot.
That's clever. Yeah, that's clever. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I was mad at you, but now I can see.
Because I was going to give you a 69 out of 10, but I thought that'd be a bit too high, so I went 6.9.
Yeah, I'd win comfortably. Then. I don't think I deserve to. So yeah. Well done then. I get a score of 23, which means Dylan wins with 26. Congratulations, Dylan. You're this week's winner. Michael, final thought.
Victorious warrior wins first and then goes to war, while a defeated warrior goes to war first and then seeks to win.
I think you said that before or something similar.
I don't know. I just like to repeat myself.
So I'd say the other day I broke into a bakery, just because I wanted to get some cakes and that. And I climbed into the kitchen window, heard someone coming, so I had just stole something from the kitchen and left. So then my friend Luke asked me, why did you take something from the kitchen? And I said, well, I tell you what, Luke, it was a whisk I was willing to take.
That's a good pun. Good pun there, Dylan.
That was so bad.
Michael doesn't like it. And my final thought is we will be doing next week gay love songs.
Gay movie parodies.
No.
Wait, what songs?
Gay love songs because it's gay Valentine parodies. Yeah, so join us for some gay love songs next time. So who have you been, Michael?
I've been Michael.
I've been Luke. Thanks for listening to The Pope is Gay. And yeah, goodbye.
Goodbye.
I've been Dylan.
Shut up.
Go away. Leave. You cunt.